All right. Today's recap will be about the importance of taking your loss, because today I took a larger loss than usual, but I still took it. But it was not out of control. It's just that I had a double sized position, and it was just a stock that keep on going up. So I took that loss, and compared to how I used to trade, I would have probably tried it again to recoup that loss, but instead I just left it as is, and that saved me. That saved my positive R. Today again, I finished at 1 R, which is fine. So, first trade. I took a trade right there at 227. Right there. The way I saw it was a backside capitulation like this, and because it was near 7 o'clock, which is I call it the 7 o'clock open, because there's usually a lot of volume, as you can see, around this area. Yes, a lot of volume. So, backside capitulation, but the price kept pushing and pushing and pushing, so I decided to take a scratch trade right there at the trend break. It was at 655. Yep, right there. So tiny loss, stopped out at 229. So I consider that a break-even trade, which was good because at this time it could have gone parabolic. No, it did hit my target, but at this time of the day, and it was not like there was clearly a bigger time frame channel that I was scared that it would go higher, so I didn't want to take that loss, because in the past couple of days I noticed that the backside capitulation tend to go against me, so that's it. So, whoa, big move. Maybe should have gone long. So my entry on this one was 96 cents. No, 85 cents. It was right there. Decapitulation, but what I've noticed is that right there, even there, that huge candle, huge volume, 1.5, should have waited, because sorry. I was looking at it like that, and then I added to my position at 11, at 111, at 9:32. Yeah. I had many trades going on at that point, and I think I'll stick to my no adding rule. I got out at 1:30, so that was a bigger loss than usual because I added, so I was quite far from my first position right there. 50%. So yeah, almost 3R. It happens. I mean, we're human. Sometimes we don't really. Sometimes we just fumble on your strategy, and that happens. But after 6 years of trading, this type of scenario, I would have, in the past, I would have shorted again and lose again, and short again and lose again, and it's a kind of day that could have been a blowout. So I took that loss, but it could have been a 200% loss, which is why sometimes you just take it and you move on. And that's what I did, and because of that, I got rewarded on other tickers. So I took one trade at 288. That was a pretty good trade, pretty good entry. Okay. But I did a small mistake right there. Right there I was busy on something else, and I moved my stop from, I moved it from to break even, and then I moved it to 240. What a mistake. So I got like half, a little bit more than a half an hour instead of my full TP. It happens. So I got hit to the penny right there. Next trade, fuse. $9.49 at 202. It's right there. I was late to the party, but I was quite close to the entry point of the capitulation, so I took it. And then I got out at 178. Which was a decent trade. It didn't go full TP, but it was a nice drop and it was at a very big support level, so I took it. I took the exit over there. Next trade. Oops. I added on this one. I took first position 102. Right there. Which was a long-term higher time frame capitulation. And then I added at 10.56 at 122. Right there. I was still, I don't know, didn't hit my stop loss. My stop loss was at 120, 129. But there was a clean capitulation right there, so I decided to add right there, and I took an exit at 99 cents at 3 p.m. right there. Pretty decent trade. Almost full TP. But it was 3, and my average was $1.11. And on Tradable, you need 10 cents of difference between your average and your exit. So my average was 111, so I had to put my stop loss at 99 cents, which I did. And finally, best trade of the day. Ooh, I got it twice. 825, 101, 101. Oh, that position. I saw it like this. I didn't really like it, but took it anyway. I added at this capitulation 113. And then at 120. $120, 10.15. Oh, right there. That was actually my best entry of all. Backside capitulation right there. Boom. And I took an exit at 93 cents. Right there. Pretty decent trade. So this is it for today. Like I said, if I didn't take the loss on the first one, impossible for me to come back. So always take the loss. You know when you're wrong and there's a breakout against you, you have to stop hoping and just take the loss and move on. One loss over 1,000 trades means nothing at all. Alright, have a good one.